Hello, everyone. Sorry. Didn't do the timing too right this morning, so I had to cook my own breakfast, and I didn't I didn't get it done, so I didn't want you to sit here and eat. I'm almost done, or sit here and watch me eat. So thanks, Nikki, as always. I saw Nikki was in here. Robert Mack, I don't know if you're still here. Thanks, Robert. Randy, how are you? Jake, how are you doing? Who else is here? Tommy J, Expat Paul. How you doing, Paul? Oh, Randy's here, and Jay's here. How you doing? So for the 2 minutes that I'm going to be finishing up this breakfast, I'll show you basically what they did yesterday. Was they sent my wife, who's doing well. Thanks for all the well wishers. I really appreciate it. I might be picking her up this morning, so I'm kind of getting ready for that too. She looks great. She's in good spirits. So everything looks good. So anyway, while I finish up this 2 minutes worth of breakfast here, I'll show you. They had called and told her and sent her this video and said they'll be done in 2 days, which would be tomorrow, except for the covered parking and the cover over our bedroom patio. But that was pretty much an extra anyway. So let's see, how do I do this real quick? There's that, and there. So it's pretty much done. Those are those, as I talk with my mouth full, which my mother told me never to do. Those are those decorative blocks she put underneath, and I think it'll be perfect. The only thing that we really wanted to keep in was Toby when we take the little dog there. And I don't think she'll squeeze out the hole. We'll find out. We still got to put a gate across that steps there, but hey, Nanette, how you doing? So I think it looks good. Can't wait to go. She, I don't know what she'll find out this morning from the doctor on when she can get, go back to work. And hey, Kenny, thanks for the shout out on the koi this morning. I did watch the video. But if you guys aren't subscribed, Paradise in Thailand, you're building a house here, kind of close to over where this is. So they tell me it's done. So we'll see. I still got to get. I got you've seen in the bathroom the hot water heater deals. We got those. Okay, I think I'm done with whatever this breakfast was that I made. So you can tell that's our bathroom there. Looks like they were grouting the floor. But I've got the should have the breakdown without the parking and the other. Here, I'll become human here. There we go. Probably within a few days. and I know Kenny, if you guys aren't subscribed, some pits Paradise in Thailand now. Please subscribe, especially if you're into building and putting something up, because I know that they'll do a great job on documenting it, probably better than I did. I wasn't here on this one, so I can't really say it was really that bad. But like I said, I still think backing out all the concrete and the extra stuff that you wouldn't normally have to spend. I think it's going to be 1.6, 1.7, and then probably, excuse me, close to another 200 or 300, so close to 2 million with the raising of the land, the 50,000 for the solar well, the stuff that I figured shouldn't actually be in what I would consider the build. So I'm giving myself a little break because I kind of wanted to budget it around 1.5, but I think it's going to be like 1.7. So not bad. The quality of the build I thought was good, and Kenny's and their video this morning. Like I said, if you guys are into building something, definitely subscribe and go check out the channel. And they're just pretty much getting started, although he does have his pond in and got his land leveled and has a pretty good idea of exactly what he's going to do, or they do. Like I said, man, I don't know. Like with what I've seen and stuff like that, and he's getting a couple other builders, because the builder, I think the first builder came in a little bit on the high side, the one that he wanted to use. But who knows if you get a couple of prices from somebody else and the guy sees although there was some other questions too. So I won't get into that. I'll let you guys look at Kenny's video. Yeah, like I said, I think it's going to be 2 million with all the extras, because 150,000 baht for concrete, you really don't need. You don't need a house that big. The house, I haven't even really, in square footage under roof, I think it's going to be like 2,400, 2,500 square feet. But we'll have to see. I haven't done any of those calculations yet. But if you're just building a ranch style deal, like, I think the perfect house, if anybody has wants to build, and I don't know if Kenny and you guys have looked at Tim's TNW in Udon. If somebody's got the link, maybe they can put it up. They that style of a house, I think it's a 3-bedroom, maybe a 2-bedroom, I can't remember, but living room is perfect size, kitchen is perfect size, everything is it's awesome. And he I can't remember exactly what he spent on that, and he's got a big pool out back, a gigantic water filtration system, and he put in solar now. But that style house is what I consider a ranch style house in the United States. All right, I will check it out. I will go look. But I just don't. I think it's crazy. I think you could build a nice. I don't know if you're looking at 2-3 bedroom, decent size, plenty livable, which I think is what you guys are. I haven't seen the plans or anything on what you were gonna, what you wanted to build. I think you should be able to do everything well under 200. I'm well under 2 million. Or at 2 million with all the amenities that you would want, a nice covered parking, a good concrete, everything that you would want to do, I think, anyway. But could be wrong. CJ saying, Dave, how do you find a reliable trust? I went with my uncle on this. I think kind of like if you look at Kenny's thing, he went and looked at what the local builder had built, and that's the same thing I did here. And it was still a family member that built this house in Surin. Both of my houses were drawn on a napkin and then converted over to a set of workable drawings. You look at the quality. Like, I went and looked at 2 or 3 of the houses that he built, the one that built this one, and they were outstanding. Like I said, this house is never going to move, because I said my biggest thing with everything that I've looked at since I've been in Thailand, and this was 2 years ago, so I was here for 3 years or so, something like that. It was I told him, I said, I don't want this house to move. No cracking, no settling, no this wall and cracks. I don't want it. And this house is almost 2 years now, and I can't. You cannot find a crack or anything in this house. But it's got like the beams going down in there. They were 30 feet, 40 feet long. I don't know. They drove into the what I would consider bedrock or something down there before they even did it. And there was like 30 of them. So I mean, this house is going nowhere. The house in Ubon was built more on a, I didn't want to spend $1 million. That house will be there 200 years from now when they talk about the crazy Farang man that had the Thai wife Nitnoy in Ubon. It's basically for them, and it's perfect. The only thing that I have to do is I already bought 6 air conditioners. They're here. I've got to get those there and then have them installed. I'm guessing they're going to be probably 1,050, probably 1,500 baht, maybe 2,000 baht a piece. So, I'm guessing on that, but I'll get a hard number because the one brother his friend is going to install them. And then I've got the parking structure, and I'm just going to put a simple I think that I had to get out there, but I think that the patio outside of our bedroom is 3 by 8 or 9, but I'm only going to cover like 3 by 4 of it. And then so we could have a little table there overlooking the pond, and I could drink coffee or whatever. I'm not going to be there that often, but anyway, that's the only things that are really left. And I think I'm right at like I think I'm at 1.85 right now for everything. I think I haven't totaled all the numbers. I just kind of looked over them. I didn't hit them into a calculator, but I will. Hey, Sintrip, how are you? I'm glad that you could make it. Appreciate you coming. But like I said, that was the way that I did it. And then the uncle, I looked at his stuff. I looked at a couple of the stuff that the guy that he was working with had built, and I knew that he wasn't going to really steer me in the wrong direction. And I said, I know I'm not paying for a westernized, what I want built like I did here. But I want something that's going to be here in 200 years, which these houses are going to be. They're all concrete. What's going to happen to them? Worst thing that could happen to them is they get abandoned and that's it. They're not going to burn. They're not good. Mine isn't going to get eaten by any kind of bugs. But I think, especially in Kenny, and I'm looking forward to watching Kenny and Sam. Is it Sam Pitt? Is that right? Am I right? Because it's not in your name anymore. So it's hard for me to remember. But she seems excited about all the stuff. The videos are kind of cool. They got it's a good channel. It's fun. You should watch it. I don't turn you guys on to anything that I don't think is good stuff to watch anyway. But it's good. I'm looking forward to the well. Is what I thought was going to be on this morning, but it was actually some more about fish. But I think it'll be an interesting build, and I think that you're going to end up doing it. And you must know what you've got an idea of what you're going to spend, because in the video you said that if they can't do what you've got, you guys have checked out 2 of their designs with some small modifications would work for you. So I know you've got a good idea of what the some pit. Okay, thanks, Ken. I know you guys have got an idea of what they're going to charge. I'm sure that they have a price on their standard plans, even if you've got some modifications. But I don't know. Is Lewis here? I didn't even see him. Mr. Cabo, are you here? You must be. Somebody said hello to you. So if I could roll back, I'm not doing much. Hope you're doing well, Lewis. So had fun. I would have liked to have been there. Glad that it's over with. The only thing that I've got to do is put all the stuff together, and then I'll give anybody that wants, I'll give rough numbers about everything. But like I said, I put everything down, every nut, every bolt, every cash in a jar, everything that they spent, the ice cream, pizza stuff that I bought, and soda and water and ice, and everything is in that book. God forbid I don't lose that book. It's in my bedroom, so hopefully I don't. But at least it'll give somebody an idea of what what I spent on it. But like I said, it's pretty much all relative. So let's say the thing is like 2,500 square feet and you only want to build like 1,500, which if it was just me and Nidnoy, I'd probably build a 3-bedroom, and it would probably be 1,600 square feet. I don't know what meters and all that is, although I'm starting to talk in meters more and more. But I really do. I don't think that anything, especially what you've already got into the land, I think 2 million from this point forward would be you getting everything and anything that you want. So yeah, that's what I kind of figured that when you had said that if they couldn't put together the one that you guys have designed, that they had a couple that you could do a couple little simple modifications to that would be to your liking. So, and it's on the quality. I mean, you guys are going to be there for a while. You're younger than I am, I think, quite a bit. But you're going to be there for a while. But they build everything out of concrete. I mean, what could possibly happen? There's not going to be well, I guess there could be a giant earthquake, but can't see that happening. Wildfires and stuff aren't going to harm the house. I don't know. I like the land that you guys are on. What was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you. I think you told me before. I think it's 2 rye, right? Is what you're on, or is it more than 2 rye? Might be more than 2 rye. But if you guys are interested in a build and stuff like that, I think that those 2 are going to document it quite well. They've done a good job so far, and they're just getting started. So it'll be good. Hey, Randy. Yes, 2 rye. That's what the one in that we're in. And we might be coming that way too. And I'll check for your email. I'm guessing if they tell her that she needs to be off work for 2 weeks and she feels good in a week, we'll probably come out with the kids before they go back to Bangkok before the end of the month, per se, for maybe a 4-day deal. So maybe we can, I'd like to come over and check it out too. But, I don't know. I had a good time there. I can still, it sounds like these people that you like those people, but I don't know if they want to go that far or anything, but they did a good job on mine. But I would stick with somebody that you know of and seen the way that they build, because I've only seen this house and I wasn't there the whole time. So, who knows? They didn't document everything, I'm sure. But like I said, it's more for them. It wasn't for me. It was for my wife's family, or my family, I guess. Okay. What you saying? So, and I'm looking. I guess I'm going to put some tilapia in there too. Of course, with fishing for them, I might as well forget that, because my wife's going to have pets in there. She's already got. What did we put in there? 100 koi. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. And we're probably going to put in. I probably put in 200 more of the smaller ones when he's there. They're already talking to the locals around there. Can you eat the koi? Yeah, I guess you could. So hey Rob, how you doing? I started a little bit earlier this morning, Rob. The wife's in the hospital, so I figured I'd start early, although I was a little bit late because I had to make my own breakfast. Her mom had spent the night with her last night. Night before, her daughter spent the night, so. But welcome. They're coming along. That's right. We're getting closer. I still have, what do I have? Do I have this one? Where is this one? Yes, I have this one. So I can modify that. But man, we're looking October, November, December, 2 months, man, 2.5 months since Christmas again. I'm telling you, man, the older that I get, the quicker it goes by. Boom, boom, boom. So I don't know how long we'll be here. But in Kenny's and Sompit's video, they did a shout out to me, and one of the places that he went to get his fish, they had koi too. So, and I'm kind of interested in that too. Although they wanted 1,000 to 3,000 for the bigger ones, but maybe you'll throw one or two of those in there. My wife would like it. She wants them all to grow, so it's better if they come up together. It's really weird. Although I'm going to be pouring a lot of water in there. I have been looking at. Let me see if I can bring up, because you might be interested in this too. This was a cheaper. Let's see if this damn thing's going to let me sign in this time without jumping through hoops. No, of course not. Let's see. And I don't know. I know Kenny too is trying to figure out, if anybody knows anything about fish, blah blah blah. Because I'm basically the same way. I know nothing about them. But let's see if I. Because one of these was more. This one's only 10.5, and it's still expensive, but it's less than the other one, and maybe it's a little bit smaller. I don't really know. Let me go back here and I'll show you real quick. Then because I don't know with the let's see, share screen, blah blah. Do you think I'd figure this out by now? This deal here is 10. The other one was like 19,000, but it does give a little agitation. It's obviously all solar, which I liked, but it does give a little bit of aeration, and do need a little bit for the koi. Actually, probably not, but I would feel better, especially if I was getting it free, and I could get away with spending 10,000 baht and give them a little extra. Although it's not, they need the oxygen more at night than they do during the day, but it would give them a little bit. And I got to figure out about. I think your water is a lot clearer than mine. Oh, I pressed the wrong one. Sorry. Okay. So, but I found that somebody else had somebody here in Surin had told me about that. They have one, and that was the one that was like 20,000. It was twice as much money. Might have been bigger, I don't know, but this one looked like maybe it might work. So I might get one so you can check that out. But I'm still trying to learn about the fish too. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Glad you could make it. You're still here, obviously, I'm guessing. It's not as short. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm learning about that part of it too. The mud ponds in Japan are just kind of a different animal type deal, but I don't know. And I don't know that much about mud ponds either, except for what I've read. So I'm still learning, but I think I'm going to enjoy it there. I don't know. I'll play that. I'll play this one again while we're sitting here anyway. Let's see which one's bigger. Is that one bigger? I think it is. The house is supposed to be done in case somebody's just popping in. 2 days, which would be tomorrow, except for the air conditioners, which I'll have to bring out there, and that wasn't in the labor for that wasn't in the deal, and the parking structure, covered parking, and a little cover over our patio, which is between the house and the pond. You can just barely see the pond on the other side there. But I think it looks fine. I mean, is it a Thai style house? Kinda. I mean, it's a Thai style of the house. I think is pretty much Thai, but being completely sealed on the inside and 6 air conditioners and 3 flush toilets with hot water showers and stuff. I think it's moving away from the Thai style. So I think it's still Thai style, but I like it. Nice and open. Of course, by the time my wife gets done buying stuff for it, who knows? And like I told you before, all the bathrooms are the same color. It's pretty much the same style as the one here in Surin. Yeah, buy one for the price. Yeah, pretty much. And I'm still debating. Excuse me, back and forth on whether I'm going to do that or not. Yeah, thanks, Ryan. It I don't know. Like I said, the actual build, it's pretty big. I got to do the square deal. I'll do that way. Hopefully, my wife's going to be feeling better. Hopefully, she's going to get out today. Hopefully, the doctor will let doesn't want her going to work, but maybe we can blow out for 3 or 4 days and take the kids with us and go there, and then I can get an actual video and a tape measure on stuff and just have the final stuff done because I'd like to get it. But it looks like it's going to be between everything raising almost 2 rye. Like I said, the well, the over 100,000 bought in just concrete cost. The stuff you don't really need. It should give some people some kind of an idea of what it would take to put together just some place to live. Like I said, I would have built it differently if that was going to be our residence. But our residence is pretty much here in Surin. My wife loves her house. And I got to get that refrigerator too. And I got to get a pretty big one too, because otherwise it's going to look stupid sitting in that nice wide spot right there. But we'll have to see. I kind of figured even in that 2 million budget, I did figure a TV, a couple of beds, actually 4 beds, some stuff, the refrigerator. I've got an oven that I'm taking from here there. Pots and pans, they've got 1 million of them here. I'd take up half the outdoor Thai kitchen with extra pots and pans. It's insane. But anyway, I think it's cool. It's perfect. I think I'll have the exact same brain day last year. Yeah, it's almost exactly the same as our bathroom, the master bath in Surin, except I like the tile that my wife picked out, but they didn't have it anymore. The accent tile that goes around, I like that better. But if you notice, the tile, that accent tile there, is the same that's behind the giant backsplash and stuff of the kitchen in Ubon, and because a lot of this tile, the floor tile and all that stuff, it wasn't because it was our top pick on that's the one we've got to have like we did here. It was like, really, only 150 pound a square meter? Okay, give us all that. And then because a lot of the stuff, it was like, yeah, it was reasonable, but great. We got a lot of the stuff at Tai Wazadu, and what was nice about there is, first off, we bought a lot of stuff there, and they gave us all sorts of incentives to, money back and all sorts of stuff. But you could go on there and you could punch it in. You probably could do it anywhere, but you could check and see how many tile they have. They would show you what their inventory was. So we could look online and say, okay, we'll get an eye on it. So, because you never know if you've ever done anything with any kind of house, the lighting and the way everything is, shit could look completely different than what you think it looks like on that computer screen. So, but you could pick it out and say, okay, they've got enough of this. Next time we drive through Ubon to the property, we'll pull over, look at that, order it, and get it sent out there. And they were really reasonable on delivery too. We would wait and get a lot of stuff so that they would go out there, and it wouldn't be nearly as much as if we had 7 trips or something like that. But all the stuff was budget. It wasn't that it was cheap stuff. It was discontinued. Stuff like that was the stuff that we bought, and the stuff that we wanted to be a little bit better quality, we paid for it and got it, like the toilets and the hot water heaters and the stuff that we thought we really needed to go ahead and spend a few dollars on. Because I refused to put in a squat toilet. ain't never going to happen in anything I own. They want to do that, they can just go outside the back door. Let's see. Everybody says, "What's Aaron?" I appreciate what I missed him. I missed him a conversation. Yeah, it is. It is bigger. It is bigger. But you never see, like, I went upstairs because the air conditioner wasn't working up in Sim's room. So I went up there. That was the first time I'd been upstairs in probably a year. So I don't go up there, and there's two large or decent sized bedrooms, a bathroom, a big entryway deal at where the stairwell comes in, because that's where my wife's she hasn't gotten that done yet. The inside Buddha worship area, I don't know what they call it. She hasn't put that together. She wanted to put that together, and then she wanted me to put next to it a little shrine for my wife that passed away. My wife is amazing, man. She is truly amazing. But I said, no, I don't need that. And yesterday was this one's birthday, the 11th, 10/11/57. I said that a million times because every time that they come into the room with the medication for the cancer, you had to give a birth date. So we both would sing it out at the same time, 10/11/57. So, but that's the kind of person that my wife, Nitnoy, is. You know, she doesn't want me to forget, and I never will. It'll never happen. Anybody that's ever been through that. The only thing that you learn to deal with it better. Does it ever go away? No, it kind of sucks that it doesn't. It would be nice if, okay, God, it's been 5 years. That's the cutoff date. Tomorrow I'll be perfectly normal and won't think about her at all. But, I don't know. But anyway, so that was that. So it's a bad time of the year for me, end of September into October. 21st of September, she passed away. The 11th was her birthday, and now we'll go on the only other things like Christmas and stuff. And the only thing I do, I go on Facebook and pop in, rest in peace and that kind of stuff. So, Jake, see, Jake's got it down. Question, Dave, can you see Aaron in the chat? Yeah. What was right there, right? Unless he's under a different name, and now he's not Thailand 20.4.7009 or whatever he is. But yeah, I can see him. Why did somebody? Oh wow, I'm way behind. Ron, hey Ron, I just seen you. Welcome, brother. Tommy's got a question. Will you install? Yes, my wife's already hit me up on that. Same guy, the solar man here, is the same guy that put in my cameras here, did all my electrical for the pond, blah 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 blah, and he's going to go out there, and I think we're going to have one down the side, one in the back, one out front, and one inside, like the main living room area. I think that's it. 4. Which, by the time my wife gets done with it, will be whatever she wants to do, man. You guys know, happy wife, happy life. Is that it? And she deserves everything she gets. 10/12. The youngest, my daughters, and the youngest daughter in Thailand, Shushu, birthday is the 15th, and that's 3 days from now. So a happy birthday to your daughter, Rob. Yeah, so Shushu's birthday is the 15th. I don't know what we'll do. Hopefully mom will be home. I think she's going to get out. I think they're going to bust her out today. If she's not bleeding, and she looked great. When she called me this morning at 7 o'clock or whatever it was, she was sitting up and hair done. She looked great. So mom's there with her now. So hopefully she'll come home. She wants to come home. I don't think she misses me. She says she does, but I think that's bullshit. But I know she misses her plants and her animals, because all she asks about, how is Toby? How is Money Cat? How is Bar Girl? How is this one? How is that one? So, but anyway, I think she'll come home, unless there's, some reason that she shouldn't. I mean, you got to do whatever the doctor says. My house is pretty small, including the land, 1.9 million. Already face orange frowning. That sounds like it's perfect size. Um, and for the one including the land, yeah, because here I don't know what the land was because this is what I'm talking about, Surin. I think my wife paid some ungodly 50,000 baht or 100,000 baht for this land, which is now worth probably 800, 900 just for the land, and it's small. Obviously, I've utilized every square inch of this property, and the house was 2.3, and then I put in about another 3 to 5, about a half a million on other stuff, the pond, the pool, the wall, all that kind of stuff. And I had somebody asking me that was watching the wall, and I don't know I don't know if I ever got back to you, but if you see this video, because you were in Surin and you had some questions about wall, which is true. I mean, the person who it was, and I can't remember, was almost like, God, I really don't want to spend as much on my wall as I'm going to on my house, and that it's a little bit of an exaggeration, but they're expensive, to get a good wall. This wall's not going anywhere. If this wall tilts or moves, I'd be really surprised. If my house cracks or anything, I'd be really surprised. Hey, Craig, how you doing? Craig has a new adventure on his channel with his pond cam lives. So he's getting it together, and you guys should subscribe and go check out Craig's channel. Bar Girl. What it was, the first cat that my wife got, she was driving to work on the scooter before we had the car, and in the car in front of her, a cat dropped out of the wheel well, and then the car sped off, and it was just a kitten, whatever. And my wife picked it up and came home and said, "Can I please?" And that's the cat that's had like two or three. I don't know. Do you call them litters? Had 3 sets of kittens. I think 3, 1, 2, maybe 2 or 3. So every time that she would have the kittens, he'd raise them, and off she was, and you wouldn't see her for 2 or 3 days. She'd come back. So I nicknamed her Bar Girl because she was out running around the neighborhood. Which it was nothing meaning anything bad. It was just Bar Girl. My wife and everybody else liked the name. Now we've got Jaguar, Money Cat, American Cat, 3 or 4 cats with no names. We've got 9 puppies, and they're turned into cute dogs. My wife says she's taking them to Ubon. So I don't know if we're going to have 9 silly dogs on our house property. It's going to cost me a fortune to feed them, because I know that my wife's going to have the brother that's going to be living there feed them. So anyway, and lunch and dinner. Dinner is still. I came home the other day, and my mother-in-law let her go out and drag her feet across the street. And when she saw me come home and the dogs ran into the property, she stood up on those back legs and moved, and it was really tough. And she could barely, her front legs, she's pretty good. The back legs, she was a little, but boy, she made it across the street. So puts a smile on my face every time I see that dog. But so we have her, and then of course we have Toby, and then we have Bear and Lucky. Lucky was the one that the people dropped across the street. How anybody could ever do that, I'll never know. But anyway. Let's see. What is Craig saying? But I will be working on city again. So we might get an electrocution video out of Craig. So stay tuned. Let's see. I'm a Sparky, so I'm quite familiar. Seen some bad outcomes. You're lucky. Only says I must be missing a lot of this stuff. I'm back. Mom's taken care of now. Now, you know what else I was going to ask you too, Kenny? Are you staying in the air-conditioned room that Mom, with or without some pit? Because I got the impression that she was sleeping someplace else. Maybe she doesn't like air conditioning. I know my wife, all she does, if she had another place to go, she would go, because she's got the complete comforter and everything over her head all night long. She never comes out from underneath the comforter. because I like to be cold. I like the air conditioning. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Glad you could make it. Hope you're well. Number 2 from Craig. Welcome to Clark's what? See, that's too big a word because I don't know what that means, Randy. What is it? Mino Jerry? Mina Jerry. I don't know what that means. All right, somebody else call me stupid. It's all right. Dave, born in 57. Wow, she looks much younger. That was my first wife. This one. 10, 11, 57. She was a year younger than me. Nitnoy is 40, 43. So when was she born? God, I'm horrible. I don't remember dates or anything. Thank God for phones, right? I think she was born in the 70s. In the late 70s, and it might have been 80, right? 90, 2000. Yeah, it might have been 79 or 80. I'm doing good, Mary. I'm doing good. I'm hanging in there. She said she would sleep in the living room, but has been in the AC every night. I think she's gotten westernized. She probably has. Not my wife. She although I was really surprised, the kids and everything, when they were in the private room at the hospital, they're wrapped up in blankets, and my wife had a blanket over and everything, but she had it and knowing my wife, that's the kind of person, my husband might come and visit me, so I want him to be comfortable. Amazing people. Yeah, 79 or 80. Yeah, I think so. I think it was. I think it's 79. I want to say she's 44 or something. But 70, yeah, 80. I think 79, I think is what it was. I think she's 40. I think she's 44. And I'm going to be 67. 64. So it's only 23 years difference. Just barely. See, it wouldn't have been so bad for me to have a 27-year-old. I wouldn't have it any other way, man. And the people that are watching this no way am I going to have a life. I was 62 and figured my life was done. I did 30 years with this one. I figured it was a good run, man. It was a good marriage. It was a good life. I didn't think I'd live to be 39. So, I'm way ahead of the game. Hell, man, now I want to live to be maybe 85 or something, and put in some good years. It is possible. And the best thing about it is the Thai women, like I had said before, pretty much in that age deal, which I think that they're looking for men that are retired, especially the ones from the United States. My impression and the way that I look at it and the people that I've talked to, they don't care what you look like, how old you are, how fat you are, whatever it is. They're in 45 years old. Their kids are pretty much grown, if they had any by then. The women make the mistake of thinking that their life is pretty much over, which is a big mistake. And for me, because I think they're beautiful and great people, the Thai women, especially Thai people in general. And what it is they just want, do they want to be taken care of? Sure. Wouldn't you? If you were 55 years old or 40 years old and you had a 55-year-old woman that wanted to take care of you and you loved her and liked her and had a good time. I mean, they're not, oh, I really hate this guy, but I'm going to stick with him because I want to suck. No. Are they there? Yeah, they're all over, not just Thailand. But it's like they want that. And the weird part about it is you may think, okay, I'm going to be on a budget and I know I can live in Thailand for the $2,000 US dollars I get from Social Security. I wasn't smart enough to have a pension and put away money, and that's all. That's still a lot of money to them. That's increasing their life from here to here, and they're just. I mean, I don't know. It's different, and I don't want to say anything bad about Western women because there's good ones there, obviously. It just seems like they're more. All they care about is just having a good life, and it makes it makes it easier on at least I think so. It makes it easier on me because I don't have to, anything that I do, if I give this much, I give back this much. And it seemed a little bit different than this one here wanted all of it. And it was all right. I didn't have a problem with that. But the women here, they want to take care of you. They want you. Plus, first of all, they have a whole different outlook on elderly, which I hate to say that. I'm elderly. I guess I am. I don't know. But, my wife wants to take care of me. Did you take your medication? So I tell everybody, if you've got a significant other, whether you're married, girlfriend, whatever it is, and they're asking you, have you taken your medication? Did you eat? What did you eat? Are you hungry? Are you full? These are all things telling you, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay. Because otherwise they don't give a shit. Who would care? And they're not saying it just to, I'll say it. He'll think that's because they truly give a shit. Whether they want you to live. My wife wants me to live to be 100. She doesn't care if she has to change my diapers. It's insane. Anyway, the way that I feel. He said, the way that I feel about Thailand and especially Thailand women. Now that I think I'm glad that you brought that up because I was talking to Andrew yesterday. I think no one went on the website. No one went on the community page from the channel, and it would be me putting it together with probably Mitch and Tim and blah blah blah. And I started looking at now. If my wife gets out of the hospital, it's going to be under a month before I would be leaving. So I'm going to write the lady back and tell her maybe we'll do it next year. I'm thinking maybe do it when Aaron is here. I think he's coming again in like February or something, or the following year, and not try to cram 9 million things. I think I'm pulling myself in too many directions, although the fishing trip was a freaking blast. So I think that's where it lays right now. We'll see what happens. Thanks. She will be smiling. She's smiling now. Like I said, you guys are asking the little stuff that comes in. People think, oh, it doesn't matter. Oh, it's only $5. Oh, it's only this much. It's only that much. It doesn't make a difference. My wife is happy when someone puts $1 out there. She could buy something for somebody. It's amazing when I see her. And like I said, we had 2 or 3 months that we didn't get anything, but then she got like what did I say, 8,000 baht or something. So in AdSense, they don't give it to you until it's over $100. But thank you very much, Randy. I really appreciate it. I'll tell her too when I see her today. It'll put a smile on her face. Dave, that means small pension. That's fine. What is that, Dave? That's me. Social Security and small pension. That's fine. Yeah, and that's what I've got too. A couple of pensions and Social Security. And like I said, it's like, wow, people don't think it's a lot of money to them. I mean, you're talking about my wife busts her buns 5 days a week. 1 week she has to work 6 days. She has to work one Saturday, and she always stays 1 hour, an hour and a half over. I'm almost positive. I know she doesn't get paid for it. She does it because stuff needs to get done, and my wife's a doer, man. And I think it's a little over 20,000. So what is that? $600, $700 a month. So when you're talking about they don't have to work, they can, they're going to have $2,000 a month of income to, that they're not going to have to work. So what are they going to do if they're work? Well, they're not the kind, oh, well, since I'm not going to be working, I think I'll just sit on my fat ass and do nothing and eat ice cream. No, it's, God, I don't have to work. I'm appreciative. What do you need? No, you can't make coffee. You're just a stupid Frank. You don't know how to. It took, like I told you, it took me a year to convince my wife that I can make a freaking cup of coffee. But that kind of stuff, they're that type of people, Oh no, I'm not. Oh, I don't. We can go on vacation and okay, what do you want for breakfast? What do you want for lunch? What do you want for dinner? What do you want for this? I'll clean the house. I'll do everything, and happy to do it. Not why do I have to do it? No wine and no, it's amazing. Hey, Logan, I didn't see. Do you believe it's the Buddhist religion that contributes to much more positive culture? Yeah, I do. Yeah, and I don't know enough about it, Logan. I'm trying to. Hey, Ted, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Hey, Brock, I didn't see you come in either. Um, the Yeah, I'd like to learn more because that's my wife's deal. I'm a God guy. I'm a Catholic. My mom, I got bombarded. I went to Catholic school. I did everything. But I think Buddhism is more this is my personal opinion. It's more a way of life than a religion. Um, and I think it's a good way of life. But you shouldn't kill things. No, you really shouldn't. I mean, the stuff that I've learned and picked up from what I haven't dove into it and got on the computer and hammered the keys and about it. But everything that I've seen about it, it's nothing but good stuff. Ron's got a question. A lady my wife works with, Ty, lost her ring husband and took 3 years before she got his required savings account money. What's that about? I don't know. The way that I do it is my wife has, first of all, see, I have money in accounts for her. So she's set. So she's a little bit different than most. But what I did is I said that there's anything in my bank accounts here that's in my name, which there is money in there. She knows how to get in there because of what happened when I was sick and went in the hospital. And she was freaking out, and I don't blame her. Here she is. We'd only been together 5 months. She doesn't know nothing about me. Doesn't know I'm in a tube down my throat, and she doesn't know who to get a hold of. They were threatening to throw me out of the private hospital if I don't pay, and blah blah blah. She knows how to get on her phone or my phone and go boom 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 boom, click, and money gets, because I send money to her 4, 5, 6 times a month, even more during the build, because her uncle would say, I need 10,000 for concrete for this and that. I give it to her. She transferred. One thing, it goes through her account, makes her look like $1 billion in case she ever wants to get anything. They gave her this $2.3 million loan on the houses in her name. So she can go bink, 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 and the money will get moved. So I don't have to worry about that, thank God. We're saying hello. Hey, Bobby, how you doing, brother? Are you ever coming back to Todd? You're coming back eventually, right? I think. Sure looks like you're having fun in the United States. I don't think you're coming back. I'm just kidding. Tell Jai I said hello. And I know I was answering something for Logan, and that was the Buddhism thing. God, I'm way behind. Okay, I'm back. What's that? That's something after 10 years I'm still trying to teach my wife here. And then Granny saying hello. Yeah, I don't know. Everything that I've heard about and seen with Buddhism, except the stuff that drives me nuts. Like, this house is going to be done tomorrow. The house is done, right? In fact, I'll show that to you because I know Logan wasn't here. And let's see, can I do that? Yeah. The house will be done in 2 days. That was a day ago. This was what he sent. Like I said, the outdoor covered parking isn't done, and the cover over our patio isn't done, and the 6 air conditioners, which the labor was not in their contract. So I've got to get those put in. But tomorrow the house will be finished. They're talking about doing the Buddhism blessing. The best time is the first week of January. So you're talking what, all of November, December, 2.5 months. I feel for the brother. He's Jones, and he's living in his scooter shop. Has been forever, normal. He's got that back apartment that you'll see in the end of the video. I guess, I don't know. I mean, if it was me, I'd say, Buddha, please, let me live in here. It tastes good. But yeah, I don't know. I'll be back in November. Okay, looking forward to it. Me and Andrew, so we can get together, go have pizza or something. think I'm caught up. Sort of. I missed something, guys, but I missed a question. The bank wouldn't let her have it until contacted. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, that's what I did. I just gave, I mean, I trust my wife, obviously 100%. This is our bathroom here. And like I said, they all look the same. Look like they were just finishing the grouting on the floors. Our bathroom's laid out a little different than the other ones, but they're all pretty much the same colors. I just gave, she just had my deal. She knows, hey, you can mourn later. The day that I die, unload all the stuff that I've given you, and then you can mourn me the day after and find me a good. But this is the apartment that he'll be living in. That's a little kitchen area there. Imagine he'll put the refrigerator behind that door. And then the bathroom, like I said, all the colors are the same, and the sinks are all the same. Everything's the same. It was easier that way. The water heaters I bought are the same. It's a luxury living for him, and they're saying you can't move in there until January. I mean, wow. So it'll be done. So I'm hoping that they let her go today. I'll find out. I don't think that she has. Let's see if she tried to get a hold of me. Maybe she has. No. If everything's good, she looked great this morning. They'll let her go today. Maybe we can blow out there for 3-4 days with the kids and take a look at everything. The kids haven't been there in a long time. I think it was all mud out front with the trailer the last time. No, nothing down, no tile, no paint, no nothing. So they'll be it. But yeah, I don't know. I hear January is what they're telling me. We stayed in our place and haven't done the. Yeah, I know. It's really weird, They'll kill flies. My mother-in-law will run around with her tennis racket, but they don't believe in killing anything. But on these days and these things, because they figure that's for life, there was a tree that I wanted to keep in the front of the house, right? No, you can't have a tree in front of the house that you're building. I said, no, come on. What made Buddha think of, hey, I remember I got to write down that tree thing. I mean, I don't understand it all. Don't claim to understand it all. But hey, all right, tear the tree down. I now I've got to go buy a tree and have it planted. I don't know. Let's see. I'm thinking that everyone in the chat will be comfortable staying in their new house after the blessing. Yeah, I don't, whatever she wants to do. It doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I don't live there. Thanks, Dave. I'm going to talk to the bank and let it be known that it goes to her when I go. Yeah, you know what it is, Ron? I didn't tell him anything. I mean, I just got my online banking with Bangkok Bank. I've sat down there, and I don't know how much money I've transferred through her during the build of this house, during the build of the house in Ubon, everything, the price to buy the 125, the price to buy the other bike, all that stuff all went through her. And she knows how to do it. Click the app, click this button, put in the amount, click she's in there. She's the only one. Otherwise, I got to put in another bank account or whatever. She comes up, click that, click verify, boom, and it's gone. It's done, zeroed out. So because I got the one bank account, because my understanding, and I don't know for sure, if I've got $1 million or a million baht in an account for the 800,000, and but from what my understanding is if you have somebody else on that, then they want twice as much in there because they're figuring half is the person that's in there. I don't know if that's true or not. Didn't check it up. Don't really care because I'm just going to keep it that way. But that would be the only way that she could be on it is I'd have to keep twice as much in there. And I don't really want to do that. So I've got 2 bank accounts and we're going to have 4 bank accounts. I have 3 bank accounts. I'm going to have 4. One of them was you could bring in, I think I told you guys about it. It was in Ubon. You could bring in US dollars. And Andrew had told me, or somebody had told me, I could do that with Chase too. And I haven't tried it yet, whoever it was. But that bank actually takes in US dollars and holds it there. And they also give you 4.5 or 5.5% interest on money. So I got US dollars there, and then that's in mine and her name. And then we'll have one bank account that's in my and her name, and then I'll have 2 bank accounts that's in my name. So basically what she'll do when it happens is, like I said, mourn me later. Just say, you stay there, don't move, and go over to my phone, go bing, 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 ching, and go. And then, of course, they got to notify Social Security, although being the person I was in my past, it was like, yeah, maybe you could just like throw me in a freezer somewhere and just keep collecting the Social Security. Just keeps on getting deposited. So I don't know. Well, that isn't going to happen. My wife's not that kind, and I'm not that way anymore either. I like even with the stuff here, and making money. Are you working? Are you not working? Whatever they want me to do, I'll do. I don't care. It isn't. It's not a lot. Hey, Mitch. You don't have any. Jai's got it all right. She's probably got it in good bank accounts. Mitch saying, hi, Dave and everyone. Can't stay. Just got a message. No fishing trip November. Is that correct? Yeah, it was going to be the 15th. I got to send it to the lady too. Yeah, it was mainly if you're still here and if you haven't blown out. No one has signed up for it on the community page. It would just be like me, you, Tim, and that would have been nice. Except, I don't know what she's going to feel like. I mean, it's only 4 weeks from now, and right when she's feeling better and can move around, am I going to blow out of town because I'd like to go for a couple of weeks, if I go. So we'll do something though. I know you're going to head this way eventually. Yeah, they pretty much. So I'll send her something too if you want to let her know too, Aaron. And then, like I said, I think you said you probably answered it before that you were coming back in maybe February. I don't know how the fishing is then, but don't really care. But if you're coming back, maybe we'll schedule one then, which I'm sure all that same people, Mitch, Tim, people will go. We'll get 5, 6 people, no problem. I'm sure. And where was Logan? Logan still here? Because I saw somebody saying hi to Logan and Jamie. I like the what are those considered? What did you make? Enchiladas? Is that what they were with the mozzarella in them, or the string cheese, which is basically mozzarella? That looked pretty good. But I'm waiting for the pizza. I saw the stuff. And you guys fight. What were you fighting over? Who was going to put it together? I can't remember what you guys were fighting over. That was hilarious, whatever it was, because I was laughing. But anyway, I'm looking forward to that pizza. I want to check it out. All this stuff and taste and all that kind of stuff. I still haven't bought the pellets, so I still haven't tried the pellets. But I think it's all going to be a pain in the ass. And luckily, I didn't pay that much money for it. I could take that one out to Ubon, and then when I go there once a month, make pizza for people. That'll be fine. But to make them here, I think I'd just as soon have something that you've got, like you've got the propane. Sure, it probably doesn't taste just quite as good. I'm sure it's fine. Hey, John, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, John Poe on the Go. Good channel. He was just doing stuff on trailers and stuff and cars, and he's are you an ex-police officer, or are you still a police officer, John? I don't know if you're retired yet or not. I think I don't know. Anyway, he does a lot of stuff on court cases and stuff that are going on and stuff, and gets quite a few people watching. It's interesting too. Let's see. Dave, I'm trying to see if there's a few days I can talk to the wife into going when we are here to do a trip, being like 3 days in our area. Well, I'd still be game for that, because if you're here and you're saying, hey, Dave, they've got a day open, and we're not holding up them in any way, shape, or form. And say, I'm thinking about blowing out for 3 days and doing. I might do that, and Mitch might do that, and Tim might do that, and we might get enough people to do it. And at that time, maybe my wife's healed, and I go for 3 days. I'd be up for at least hearing that for sure. I was looking forward to nowhere. I know you look forward to everything I pull the rug out from under you, don't you? But let's see. Lance, is Maui here? I didn't. Did I miss that too? Yeah, I did. Maui's going to have a bunch of videos coming up soon, I think, on his trip. I know he had. I watched one. I think. I don't know. I'm so far behind on everything. Let's see. Hey Les, how you doing? If you guys aren't subscribed, Les has a great channel too. And yeah, I was just checking on my thing right now. I'll just for Les's, for shits and giggles. Let's see. It's overcast as hell right now. And looks like I got another bill for something. What is this one for? 7,530 baht. I don't know what it's for. My wife sent it to me, so obviously it's what they spent out at the house in Ubon. And while I'm looking up that, I'll show you guys this one because a lot of people haven't seen it. I know Les hasn't seen it. Let's see, Les. Here's my energy. Okay, my one set of panels is putting out 1,680 watts, and the house is using 2,000 watts. And the other set of panels, it's still early, 871, and the house is, wow, it says it's using 5,000 watts. What are they doing? I don't know what there's no one in there. That can't be right. Anyway, in the afternoon, my meter usually stops. It is, what is it? Usually around 2,500 watts on each one, and I'm using about 16, 14 on each one. So my meter's just kind of sitting there. And like I said, it's been knocking 40% off of my bill with complete overcast crap weather, which we have right now. I go, what did I miss? Syndrome said, I go to destroy breakfast to work. Take care, everyone. All right, Centrip, thanks for coming by. All right, John, thanks. Have a good day. Yeah, I don't know. I'm happy with the house. Like I said, it's perfect for what it was for. It's basically a house for my Thai family and my wife. We'll use it maybe a couple of days a month. The brother will live in the back apartment. This is the master bedroom. I told everybody on here the bathrooms all look the same. We didn't want to fart around with picking tile for 3 bathrooms. Just make them all the same. Buy all the tile at once, and that's what we did. And in the back, which he'll walk out here and go through the kitchen, and then there's the door to the left. There is to the apartment, and when you look out through that door, that glass door is the door to outside. So he'll come in the back. That inside door will be closed. Has a little kitchen area there, and the bathrooms, like I said, all the same color scheme. And people keep asking me if I'm going to put solar on it. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to be using it that much. If it gets out, I'm probably going to pay pretty much for most of his electricity for him staying there, taking care of everything and making sure that the house is not ransacked or anything, unless it gets out of hand that it's starts costing me a lot. Then maybe I'll think about it. But in the meantime, no, I'm going to put cameras in. We were talking about that earlier, like 4 cameras. We'll see. Thanks, Les. And like I said, it's the land was given to her, the 2 rai. We had almost 2 rai raised up. I put in 50,000 bought just in a solar well, and forget about all the other stuff. Everything to build it, right at about 2 million. I'll be doing the breakdown on it now since it's supposed to be done tomorrow. Pretty much 99% done tomorrow. I'll do the breakdown on it, less the 7 meter by 10 meter covered parking and a little cover over our patio, 3x4 patio. And I have 6 air conditioners here that need to be installed. So, a couple thousand baht a piece for whatever those are. And the probably another 150,000, 120,000 baht on top of what it is. But it's going to be right around 2 million for the house, which I think is, what is that, 54,000? What, I know that the dollar, I was going to move some money, man, and I didn't, right when it hit 37, and now it's down to 36.4, I think. So let me see real quick. But what would that be? Let's see, if it was 2 million divided by, let's just say 36, 55,000 US dollars. Like I said before, I couldn't even put a half garage on a piece of property in the United States for probably 100, let alone 50. So amazing. Thanks, Malik. Yeah, I think it does. It looks pretty cool. I'll get there. I'm hoping. She looked great this morning, my wife. It looks like they may cut her loose this morning. If they do, then they'll tell her, how long she'll be out of work and all that. The doctor will tell her, and then depending on how she feels. Everybody left. Everybody's gone now. They left this morning. The aunts and all the people, the 11 people that I had here, they're all gone. And we'll see. Maybe the kids are here. So maybe we'll take a 3 or 4 day trip out towards Ubon. Maybe we'll see Kenny and Sampit and check, or I will anyway, and check out their land. Maybe get some lunch or something. And we'll see. It all depends on how she feels. You have a room under the stairs? Bobby does. Thanks, Les. You would not get much in the nothing. It's just amazing. It was amazing when they sold when my mom passed and sold the house that we grew up in. She paid in Reseda, paid 16,500 brand new in 1954, and it's in a Reseda's a neighborhood in California. Not good, not bad, just average. 700, man. Just unbelievable. And like I said, no way. And so I'm glad that they could have it. Like I said, how many Thai people you think you could fit in that house? They're laying out mats just in the entryways, on either side of the entryways, and the living room and the bedrooms and all that. You probably fit 100 of them, 100 people in there. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but I wanted it there for in case they do have a death in the family, a wedding, something like that. It's someplace that they could have a nice little gathering. It's the talk of the town there, obviously. They can't wait for the blessing. I mean, it's going to be a party. That's for sure. I know that Andrew's going to come. Everybody's invited, by the way. But it'll be quite a shindig. If you haven't watched my wedding and house blessing with the stage and the dancers and the steak and the food and my videos, but Chuck from No Time to Be Sad and Page's video is pretty good. Chuck was nice enough to come to mind, as was Sintrip too. Came. Mitch, it was during COVID. I'm surprised that we got as many people as we did, but this one the people are waiting for. I told you I went to that deal of the 20 province. Am I saying that right? Anyway, around there where we went and I bought the ice cream and the little cakes and all that. I can't wait for next year, man. It was awesome. I was smiling for days. But the party, the people in the town there, they're looking forward to that. All right, Robert, I see Ron saying goodbye, so you must be leaving. Dave, is 16th December good for you and the guys? For a trip, sure. It would be for me. And I'm sure for anybody, that would be, yeah, I'm sure she would be. That would be fine. And if you do talk to her, tell her that, I'll try to get it next year. I just couldn't get it together. My wife was in the hospital. I'll try to write her something too, but I know she's busy. But yeah, that would work for me, for sure. Yeah, Bobby's house is huge. But see, Bobby's house would be for me. They'd say, well, how big is your house? Well, let's see. The bottom floor is about 1,000 square feet. My house is 1,000 square feet. Because there's stairs, no way. No way. And I know Bobby's putting his gym. I guess maybe if I get in better shape and I go over and want to do that with Bobby, I'll love to see that. I think it 22nd of December, my birthday. And I'll be 67. I'm young. Bobby's getting up there in his so you're coming back in November. Well, that isn't that far away. It's only like a month away. In the middle of November, or do you already have tickets or no? Brock is under the stairs. Bobby's got enough room for a lot of people. I like Bobby's house a lot. Oh, I just got notified that I'm live on YouTube. Just to let you guys know. It's always an hour and 17 minutes in. They notified me. No tickets yet. Okay. I just talked to her. I need to put deposit down to lock it in. I'm thinking fish 16th arrive. The 15th stay the 17th to the 18th. Yeah, and let me know. I'll definitely go ahead and agree to that right now. So if you need dough from me, let me know where to send it. I'm in. Once you lock in the date, let me know, and then I'll go and I don't know. She's probably not going to have any rooms either. We'll probably have to fend for ourselves. So let me know where you're going to stay and all that, and I'll do that. Maybe my wife will want to go too. I'll see. And I'm sure Mitch is probably gone, but Mitch would probably. Well, I don't know. It's just it, but Mitch isn't like. I don't think he's tied down to Christmas that much like Chuck was and Joe when they have their stuff that they're doing. Because I know Chuck doesn't because he's got all the school stuff going on. But we could do our school stuff before I go or when we get back. So, yeah, those dates sound good to me. Where that wouldn't be bad either. I could probably talk my wife into doing that. She doesn't like to go anywhere with me. Just kidding. Try the time to get to the gym, Bobby. How are you doing anyway, Bobby? I know you're all over the damn place, so you must be feeling fairly good. I better what? Go and watch. I was going to try and do. I did this deal here. Let me see. Where is it? And I was gonna do a walk, but I couldn't quite figure out exactly how to do it. I think I have to copy this. I was getting a bunch of feedback, but let me see. Okay, copy link. All right, done. And go to here. Go to here. Go. Let me see if I put it in. Entering. Allow. There it is. Okay. Let's see, in the cam. And then I had to go here and go to settings, go to camera, go to back triple cameras, back out, close settings, and I'm backstage and add. And let me turn it. And there I am as trailer trash. Can you guys hear me? I hear a slight echo. Yeah, I can try to get. I can try to get to Mitch. I'll see what I can do. But anyway, so you can see my custom lighting that I've got hung with a. I don't know if you can see that with a hanger. And we got the couch laid out because I stayed there the other night. We got Bear on the ground sleeping. We got the custom racing chair and computer. I still haven't set up this room. Air conditioning. And of course outside. So anyway, I was going to try to do that, but I can see that there's some kind of a... I muted the mic on this one. But... let's see. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna remove. What did I do? All right. There we go. All right, I'm back. So anyway, haven't quite mastered that. Is there? Yeah, I think it was talking about a fishing trip, Bobby, if you're interested in that. It's a kick. Good time. But anyway, I will try to get a hold of Mitch and find out. And Tim, I gotta put those can you send me, I don't have a pen. Can you send me, Aaron, the chat or something there? Not in this chat, but in online directly to me or whatever, the dates again, and I'll try to talk to Tim too. But I don't think it's going to be a problem finding some people. Like I said, I know Chuck does his Christmas stuff with the kids and has a lot of stuff going on around the holiday. I don't really have that. So he said the 16th of December, Bobby. 16th of December, and then it's in Phuket, so we'd go there on the 15th, probably stay a couple of nights in a hotel, and then go out fishing and come back, maybe spend one day there afterwards, and then fly back. And I'm going to, last time I went, I don't know, if we flew, we'd probably have to fly from Buriram to Bangkok to Phuket. Last time I drove from here to Tim's in Udon and flew. They got a direct flight from Udon, but they might even have a flight from Ubon. But if you want to, we can try to figure it. But it's the 16th, and I think I'm going to try to get my wife to go. So I think Jai would like it. It's an awesome trip. You don't have to, do anything. They have the food. The boat is. Go back and look at some of the videos. I tried to. I'll bring it up again real quick, just for the heck of it, because there's a couple. I think I can. Let me see. If I go here and I go to video file, I think it was on D. I think it was on no intro, no users, fishing intro. Let's see if it comes up. Yeah. Morning, good afternoon. Who's that good looking guy? Everybody doing? I can skip ahead a little bit. So anyway, stop a few. But I mean, it was top notch. Everybody here, absolutely the best day fishing I've had in 4 years here in Thailand. The boat is absolutely the boat is phenomenal. Indoors, air conditioned, bathroom. It's like 10, 12, 15 people wouldn't be a problem. They only wanted like maybe 4 or 5 people fishing, but I didn't care about the fishing. I just wanted to go on the boat. It's just a nice day out on the boat. And if we did, if people have already caught stuff for sports fishing and stuff like that, I'd rather have something that you can eat. Tuna, dorado, bottom to whatever. If they did something like that, they would also take us for half a day on and go snorkeling for half a day and fishing for half a day. The sail fishing, the sports fishing, pretty much takes up the whole day. But excellent time. It was great. And it was that same time of year. It was in December. So yeah, anybody that's interested, like I said, I'm not going to do it on the 15th only because I don't know if my wife's going to be healed up, and I don't want to take off if she she won't be able to go with me probably for sure. And no one has went onto the community page and said, yeah, I'm in. So, but I don't think it's going to be a problem finding anybody. Yeah, it's a fun trip. And when I was going to do it, Les, it was $100 US. And that included, you'd have to get there and a hotel you'd have to stay in, but that was for the boat for the day. The fishing, food, water, I think, maybe soda, I don't remember. But it was for $100. I thought it was outstanding. Logan wants to go, right? White beard. I'm good with 8 when no one's busy and can have. Yeah, I think so. And like I said, I think she said if significant others are coming, I don't know. It's up to Aaron's putting this one together, so I'll leave it up to whatever Aaron wants to do. But maybe next year or whatever. November is really a good time. So is December, I think, for fishing. And it's in Phuket, in case anybody was wondering. But if anybody wants to, get a hold of either Aaron or me, and we'll see. Are you talking about 8 people and their significant others, Aaron, or just 8 people total? So like 4 people and their significant others? Let me know what you're thinking. Yeah, it is. I mean, it took me years to besides talking into the phone and then just pressing send to say, instead of saying, hey, how are you? It would come out, I love you very much. And I'm going, oh man, some people aren't going to want to hear that. But anyway, yeah, autocorrection really sucks. They just put some upgrades in the boat. Yeah, and I don't know what they could have upgraded. It must be electronics. What can do? Eating fish. Yeah, I like I said, if we get people, everybody's bringing their wives, and we want to do a half day of bottom fishing or whatever fishing, and going over and spend 3-4 hours floating around in that water off of an island somewhere. I'm game for anything, man. Whatever it is, it's well worth it. The boat is absolutely gorgeous, and the people are outstanding. Aaron being one of them, but his family, his sister-in-law and brother-in-law are just outstanding stand-up people. They'd do anything in the world for us. It was a great trip. It's truly up to you guys. And I get to fish whatever I want. I'm willing to pay and have others. And that's the way I am too. I don't need to fish. So whatever you want to put together is fine with me. Somebody wants to bring their wife, that's fine. Have to go now. All right, Les. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. It's been an hour and a half. Let me see. I've got a. Thanks, Aaron. I see you put that here. My wife, I think, has been in here. Where are you, dear? You are. What did she do? She sent more pictures. I thought she must have sent me a bill on Active Now. What was I on? What did you send me the bill on, dear? Supposed to send me the bill online. Yeah, there it is. Okay. I'll find out. So maybe she's been read. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I went on a fishing trip. Forgot the fishing gear. We turned back for the very nice. I bet. Thanks everyone. If you guys don't know, the Richard from Richard Travels does both the intros and the outros for the live stream here that you see when you come in and when I leave. Let me know at the end of the month. I will lock it in. It's 50% down. I'll pay you guys to hit me up. Yeah, whichever way you want to do it, that's fine. I'll let you know before then. I'll try to get a hold of Mitch. Anybody else that wants to go, let me know. The date's the 16th, I believe, of December is what he's shooting for. Sounds great to me. So thanks everybody for watching. Richard from Richard Travels, the one that do my intro and outro. Got to throw that in for Richard every time. And I got to go over here and find my outro and say thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on wherever you are. And I will catch you on the next one.